Hello everybody. So today we're going to be making, in our pepper series, stuffed pepper series, we're going to do baked ziti peppers. Alright, I have my water boiling. I'm going to add a little bit of oil, some salt. Got to season your food from every level. Remember, I'm not a big salt fan, but I still put some in. And then I'm going to use some pasta that I found on sale. I think it was less than $1. This is cut ziti. It's smaller, but I'm still probably going to cut them in half because I want to be able to get a lot into the pot. Now it says to cook this for 10 to 12 minutes, but since we're going to cook it in the oven, I'm just going to do 8 minutes. Let me put the timer on. So I'm going to boil this for 8 minutes and come back and drain it. Okay, folks, so this is where we're about to do some multitasking. I have about a pound of ground beef that I just put on. I have this pot right here about to do the vegetables. So, as usual, when you're doing any kind of cooking something, you add some seasoning. This is my seasoning mix. I put about 2 teaspoons in there. And we're going to put a little oil in here to sweat these vegetables down, because they're not going to cook long enough in the oven. I have the tops for my peppers, half a yellow onion, medium-sized onion, and about half of a medium-sized carrot. Now you say carrot, why would you be putting a carrot and your baked ziti? Now, just don't know. Flavor. Carrots are sweet and delicious. I'm turning this up to about 6 to get it to go. We're going to put a piece of garlic, but we're not going to put the garlic to the end. Okay. I'm breaking up this meat. Remember, my seasoning mix has a little bit of everything in it. I think it's in my barbecue chicken recipe where I break down what I put in. And you got to be able to multitask on the stove. You don't just want to be making one thing. You can't do nothing else or something else is done. And make sure when you're doing your ground beef, you break it up real good. Nobody wants big chunks or no ground beef. And then their food. My mom always told me that when I was a little girl helping her cook. I guess I was making the ground beef a little bit too chunky. So she came up, she's like, make sure you break it up real good the next time I did it. Nobody don't want no big chunks of meat in their sauce. Okay, we're going to cook these down. And pretty much when our pepper's done. Peppers, onions, and carrots done. We want them done. Probably going to take a few minutes. So I'll be back once both of these have finished cooking. The veggies down. I took about a third. Mind you, the recipe I'm doing is for like a big batch. I'm doing like 5 peppers. So if you're doing like a whole amount, maybe like 10 peppers or whatever to feed a big family, then you probably would use everything that I've been using, like all the ground beef. If not, still make it, and what you have left over from the ground meat mixture and everything, put it in the freezer. Make like a meat sauce for some spaghetti next week or something. Alright, so I chopped these up into smaller pieces so they'll fit into the peppers. Alright, so see all that on the bottom? We gotta make sure we get that. Then I took fire roasted peppers. I mean, not peppers, tomatoes. I'm gonna take about 1 good spoonful. Let me see how that looks. do one more. If you want, you can use a fresh pepper. A regular one and just cut it up. Ground beef, make sure you drain it. I've seen people just take it and toss with all like greasy stuff in there and just toss it in. I mean, just like now. Toss it, what do you call it? I get a can, like this can right here, and that's all I did. I put the oily stuff from the ground beef into there and toss it. Do not put that into your finished product. Alright, so we're going to use a can of spaghetti sauce. I'm going to go get that and I'll be right back. And also, I've been sweating down some spinach. I've got three good handfuls of spinach. You got to sweat it down. Why? Because all that will not fit in that pepper is this big. So I'm spooning how much I need into here. Remember I said if you have leftover, you can freeze it or whatever and save it for a meal for next week. I also put in a teaspoon, nice generous teaspoon, Italian seasoning. Don't forget, we put a piece of garlic in. I minced it, and I put a piece of garlic in. So you see what I'm doing here. I'm getting it nice and saucy because you don't want it to dry out in the oven. So make sure you put enough sauce on it. I just used this ShopRite brand tomato basil. Put a little more of my seasoning mix in there to flavor it out, and tasted it. I'm going to taste it again once I finish mixing this, and then I'll come back with the next step. So next we're doing the cheese one. Now I used how many ounces was this? 15 ounce ricotta cheese, whole milk. Try to use everything whole milk. It's not like you're making this every day. You want it to be rich. Alright, I have some ShopRite's brand 4 cheese Alfredo. I'm just gonna put maybe like 1/4 of a cup. Pinch of my seasoning mix, good pinch. I have some mozzarella cheese. I think I had a small one, maybe like the 8 ounce little thing. So I put half of that in there. And I got this Parmesan Romano cheese. Put a nice handful of that in there. Remember, you want this cheesy. It's gonna melt and be delicious. Then I have an egg. I'm gonna use half of the egg, only half, because I'm not trying to make a whole big ziti. I just want to make sure it ain't gonna be loose. So we're gonna stir that up really good. Make sure you got your flavor to your taste, liking. Maybe before you put the egg in, you might want to try it. So if you're new to cooking, before you put the egg, you can taste it and see if it's flavored how you want it. I might put a little bit of cracked black pepper and just a little shake of the Italian seasoning in there. All right, I'll be right back. And I just want to show you too. I've got the peppers in here. I have 5 peppers. I put a spoonful of the meat mixture and a little bit of cheese that didn't break all the way up. I just sprinkle it down at the bottom, just a little bit to get it started. So everybody got some good amount of meat on their thing. All right, be right back. Okay, so far I've taken like a spoonful of the meat mixture. I try to find the smallest pieces of baked ziti and put it on down in there. And I use the back of the spoon to make sure I push it all the way down in there. Alright, and I put the spinach I had into here and about a handful of fresh basil. This is gonna be easier off camera, but I just want to show you what I'm doing. You'll put the meat mixture, the cheese mixture, push it down, make sure it all goes in there, and then you come back. And now this time you really just trying to get a little bit of the noodles and more so of the meat. Okay, like the saucy part of the meat. You want to put that in there. Sprinkle you some cheese on top. Alright, so I'm going to do the rest and I'll be right back. All the peppers have been stuffed and placed cheese on the top. Now I got the oven at 400 and I'm going to put it in there for about 45 minutes and check it. Cover this because you really don't want that mozzarella to burn. You don't want it sealed tightly, you just want to cover the tops. So we'll be back in about 45 minutes. About an hour, and I took the peppers out. This is what we come up with. Of course, one always fall over. If you want, you can put it back in the oven and let the top get browner. We're going to let these rest for a couple of minutes, but I'm going to show you. You got to let it rest for the inside to set up in it. But look at it. You can tell these are tender. They're cooked down. And I'm going to cut one open as soon as they cool off. So I cut one open. This is what it's going to look like in the inside. It's like falling apart. It's so tender. Gotta show you. Just look at your pepper. Get your sauce. Your cheese. Man, not like this. You need to kick that fool to the curb. Delicious. Baked ziti stuffed peppers. I think it's a win. Tastes delicious.